Take two more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. All night. Would you call me old-fashioned if I kiss you in the rain in Manhattan? Oh, I can't wait until my lips are on yours. I can't help the way that I'm feeling. The way you look tonight is so appealing. Hold up, I need to pace myself. You're the bullet to my heart, I swear. I swear. Only took one shot. Only took one shot. The only thing I'll promise is I'll give you all I've got. Oh, you remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. My favorite bourbon. Take two more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right.
Yeah, look, alright. Now pretty bourbon brown eyes, can I grab you off the shelf? You sweet but you strong, I gotta have you to myself. I'm trying to let you know that you're the only drink I'm trying to pour. Girl, it's Dunton, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look, I had a couple, so you know I'm telling the truth. I don't settle for kettle one, I don't settle for goose. First we had a couple rounds just to see how it go. Now it's time to tap that barrel, girl, let's see how it flow. You got that caramel dripping, now I'm sipping. They can't take you straight, but baby, I'm built different. It feels different. Listen, you keep getting Dunton loose. You far from the jungle juice, but you keep it 100 proof. I don't need no Coca-Cola or no Sprite for you. And yeah, you good on the rocks, might put that ice on you. You got that Jameson, that Johnny, or that Jack, and you can miss me. I need bourbon in my life, cause baby, you my favorite whiskey. Come on.
I don't want you holding back. Tell me everything, and I do mean everything. It's time for last call. You know that this liquor been flowing faster than free fall. If we keep going, I might not be able to recall. My favorite bourbon. Take a sip of you, baby, I'm swerving from left to right. Left to right. You remind me of my favorite bourbon. Take two more shots, you know I'm swerving from left to right. Oh, let the band play on, and they be playing our song.
Girl, it's Dunton, aka the slurring bourbon connoisseur. And look.
Hey y'all, what's mackin'? How you crack-a-lackin'? How you crack-a-lackin'? What's mackin'? Thank y'all for the hype train. Thank you for the resubs. I am Lisa the X, aka the Brown Whiskey Woman, not women, not lady, not none of that. The Brown Whiskey Woman. That's me. Hey Cruz, hey Natty, hey Lawanda, hey Lioness Nala, hey Salmas, thank you for the resub. Hey Brown Eyes. How is everybody doing post Thanksgiving? Y'all probably you tired of your leftovers? Have you officially stopped eating them? Let me know. Hey, Ray Rap. How you doing? So, yeah, last week was Thanksgiving, so we were not here. And thank you for the raid, DJ TNT. I appreciate you very much. Hey, Rich Footy. Hey, Darius 2W. Soul Food Diva, how you doing? Everybody come on in. We sitting at the bar. We drinking. We about to be drinking anyway. About to be drinking something or other. About to see. Hey, Rebel, how you doing? Hey, is it Janetta's? Janitas? Okay, I want to make sure I'm saying it right. DJ D Pipe, Easy P. Come on in, y'all. I'm the Brown Whiskey Woman, Lisa the X. She is me and me is her. Hey, M. Shelley, how you doing? Yeah, I'm here. And I got on my, my Christmas chapeau and my Christmas shirts. And we're going to be making some Christmas cocktails, some holiday cocktails today. I have a lovely slideshow for you all. If you all don't know about the slideshows, you're in for a treat. You're in for, yeah, Queen Lifeline. What's going on, y'all? I'm here and y'all are here. So, and for those of you that are new to the stream, I am an executive bourbon steward, which basically means that I have drank a whole bunch of whiskey, took a really hard test, and they gave me a certification at the end of it and said, hey, you, Lisa, you know a little something about whiskey, bourbon specifically. So I'm going to be talking about a whole variety of things today, not just bourbon, but I'm definitely going to be talking about some bourbon today. I always start off talking about what did I do last stream. So, of course, last Thursday, I'm on every Thursday, except for when I'm not here. Last Thursday was Thanksgiving, so I was not here, but I did participate in a volunteer event called Cool Dads Rock, which I think most of you all know. That is I Know DJ LB's charity organization. And we put together some toiletry bags. They prepared some food. We distributed that food. We did have some people who came in and sat and ate and picked up their items. Great way to spend Thanksgiving. So if you are here in the Atlanta area, and we do that in the morning, and then the rest of the afternoon is free. So we can still go home and spend time with our families. And that is exactly what I did. I spent some time at home with my mom, and we actually did a charcuterie tray. We did charcuterie instead of doing a traditional Thanksgiving meal. So that was our meal. And then the day after, we did the traditional meal. The week before that, I was here and I celebrated with a Friendsgiving, and I had some gifts that were given to me, whiskey gifts from friends. And I had a whole bunch of great stuff that I showed, but Cruz gifted me with some stuff that was like the goats. Okay. I got some Johnny Walker Blue Label, and also I had a Crown Royal special edition. So again, shout out to Cruz. Thank you so much. Hey, Double Spirit, how you doing? That will not be cracked open. That is on the top shelf at my house, and it will stay there, and hopefully it will increase in value. So, but I did drink some other stuff that were gifts from friends, and I enjoyed it. Also, this past Tuesday, I attended a event with my Bourbon Women organization here in Atlanta, and it was hosted by Maker's Mark. So you can check that out on IG. I did post photos from that. And if you want to see any of my past shows, please go and visit my YouTube channel under the same name, Brown Whiskey Woman. But y'all, I got to tell y'all about this event that I went to on Tuesday. First of all, every time the Bourbon's Women get together, they put together some great events in terms of who they invite, but also they always pick places that have great food. So we went to this place, and it's here in Atlanta. It's called the Ladybird Grove and Mess Hall. And this is the little handout that they gave us, the holiday party. So I'm showing you this. The reason why I brought it, there we go. Reason why I brought it, because I want to tell you about one of the drinks that I tried. So they always have what they call a welcome cocktail. So usually we have like one or two welcome cocktails, but we had 3 that we could choose from. So you see they had the Kentucky Mule, they had the Old Fashioned, which I do not like Old Fashions or Manhattans. Hey, Faye, how you doing? But I tried this one at the top. So let me read you these, what it was made of. It's called Santa's Little Luau. And it was made with Maker's Mark 46, Mezcal, or Mezcal, some people say cow, Moonshine Cream, Marshmallow Cordial, Lime, Amaretto, and Pineapple. Y'all, when I tell y'all, That drink was so damn good. Now, when you read the ingredients, and then it was like garnished with a marshmallow or something, you would not think that all of that together would be that great. But it was. It was really, really good. It was so good that I had 1.5. And the reason why I say half is because I was driving. Okay. And I still had to do the tasting. And they had 3 Maker's Mark's iterations for us to taste. Okay. So, I had to pace myself and I had to drink a lot of water and stuff. So I did. But I'm going to try to recreate this because I think this is really, really good. Hey, D-Man, how you doing? It was so good. It was a lot of ingredients, but Santa's little luau, yep, it was the move. And the place, again, Ladybird Grove and Mess Hall, and it's basically on the Beltline here in Atlanta. Excellent food, excellent. Everything was great. Company was great. Again, check me out on IG and you can see some photos from that event. And of course, whenever I do a Bourbon Women Atlanta event, I try to share that with you all. I'm going to try to post more on IG so that I can show more photos and you're not just seeing it here on Twitch. So I did that. The other thing that happened was Beats for a Cure. It officially ended on the 30th of November. So today, D-Man did a total. He did kind of the recognition for all of the people who raised funds. Hi, I'm not trying, for real. I like that name. I like your handle. But he did the official review. My total was $1,199.50. Something about that 50. But that was my total. I am very proud. Thank you all so much for making sure that I was not DFL. I have no words for that. Hey, Lil Unique. I have no words for that at all, but thank you. And the grand total was $44,795.35. Since inception, almost $300,000 has been raised for this cause. Y'all clap for yourself for that because we did that. So shout out to D-Man, who is the mastermind behind this. But we had 2 live events, one here in Atlanta, one in Cleveland. We had the Raid Train. Technically, donations never stop. However, we have to put some kind of cap on this. So November 30th was the day that D-Man chose to kind of close it out. And just thank you to everybody who donated. And on that note, I told anybody who donated to me that you would get a pen. You're going to get a Panky pen. So y'all know who Panky is, right? Y'all remember her. Put the Panky emote up if you got the Panky emote. If you sub, put the Panky emote in there. But you get a Panky pen, okay? So if you donate it, you're going to get this pen right here. That's the Panky pen. There she is. That's one of my many alter egos. I have a bunch of them. But you will get one of those in the mail. Those will be going out next week. All right. Hey, TNT. I love the way I can almost hear you saying that, Lisa BX. But also, if you donated to me, your name is in this little bag right here. And Locke is going to pull a name, and you, if your name is pulled, will get a Beats for a Cure live shirt. Hey, Eb, thank you for the resub, 25 months. I appreciate it. But this is what it looks like. This is the front of the shirt, and that's the back of the shirt. So this was the live event. It happened simultaneously. Let me see. Hold on. Tell me I need to do a better view of it. Let me hold it up. This is my shirt. So there you go. You can see the sponsors. You can see all of the names. Your shirt going to be folded up in nice and neat and all of that stuff. This shirt has been worn and washed a couple of times. But You are in a raffle for this shirt. You do not have to be present to win, because if you win, I'm going to let you know that you won. So Locke is going to pull a name and put that back there. So that way we know that, it's on the up and up and all of that good stuff. So he going to, Chris said, I'm a winner. He going to pull a name. He looking away and like rattling his hands all in the bag. His hand got stuck in the bag. All right. And the winner is Lakita B. So Lakita, wherever you are, you got a Beats for a Cure live shirt coming to you. Y'all, if you see Lakita in the streets, let her know so she can whisper me, but I will reach out to her. I actually have Lakita's number, so I'll contact her directly and let her know that she won a Beats for a Cure shirt. So there you go. I do try to give you all some incentives and all of that. And as I said, if you donated at all, you will get your Panky Pen in the mail. All right. So that's what we did. So we also have some commands. We always have some commands. So we still have !believe, and that is for our sister M. Claudie, who is presently journeying through breast cancer as we speak. You can purchase a t-shirt. You can also make a direct donation. And the information does come up there. You can click on those. Also, we have !love for my mod sister, C Love. She has t-shirts and other merchandise that she sells, and Christmas is a-coming. So if you want to support a small business, if you want some very positive, affirmative clothing and t-shirts, please check her out. Also, she has t-shirts for Big Stove and for Call Us 06. So you can check her out and support her. And then we have !promo. So Promo has the information for London Michelle. London is responsible for my flyers and some other people on Twitch flyers and their promotions and graphics. And then also there's information in there about Grafton for City Nights Vodka. Because again, Christmas is a-coming. So if you're a vodka drinker and you want to support one of our own, please support City Nights Vodka. 3 flavors, good stuff. Go ahead and give it a try. Okay. And then lastly, I have a command for the Fresh Radio Show. It is !fresh. So the Fresh Radio Show partnered with Beats for a Cure for the South event. They host a day party every single month. In December, there will be 2 of them. There will be the eve before the eve, and then there'll be their regular one in December. And actually, they come on every Saturday, unless they're not here, like me, when I'm not here on Thursdays. But they come on every Saturday, and they broadcast live from this studio. So they're my roomies as well. So we in like Flynn. So tonight, we're going to be doing some stuff. Y'all already nervous about the slideshow? Oh my gosh. Y'all for real have PTSD, right? On this slideshow. But before we get into the slideshow, I wanted to share something with you all that was shared with me on social media several times over. And it is about a raccoon who decided that he wanted to drink up some liquor. Okay. Now I named the raccoon. I don't know the raccoon's name, but I named him Jasper the Bandit. That's just a name that I gave him because he just looked like Jasper the Bandit. So can we roll tape on Jasper and see what had happened was with this raccoon? Ray Rap said she need a shot before the show. Right, Double Spirit. He was laid out. Oh, the internet named him Rocky? Okay, thank you, Lil Unique. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at his story. I see a lot of y'all have seen it. So
Time to check the pulse, and we begin with a wild night for a raccoon looking for a good time. You can't make this up. So the animal broke into a liquor store in Virginia. He made quite a mess, knocking over, breaking several bottles there. He must have sampled the contents, because then an officer found him passed out in the bathroom next to the toilet. He was
how you doing? So this is the deal. This is the story, okay? Because I wrote this down. I wanted to make sure I had. Well, y'all said his name is Rocky, but I said his name was Jasper. But he fell through the ceiling in this liquor store, and they said specifically that he drank a lot of scotch and whiskey. My kind of dude, and he passed out in the bathroom. I'm like, how did he know? Was he trying to get to the toilet? I mean, I don't know. It's just Big Mus, you never Woodrow. I don't know. Hey Guzzle, how you doing? I don't know, but I love brown whiskey raccoon. But so many people sent that video to me and they were like, yeah, check him out. And then like Brack sent it to me. He was like, I didn't know you were training animals now, Lisa. I was like, yeah, he got out again. They said they took him to the shelter. Okay, Doubles said he wanted water. He was like, water, I don't care where it comes from. But they said that they took him to the shelter, and the shelter kept him until he sobered up. He was very intoxicated, needless to say, and then they released him back into the wild. So I don't know. Maybe he will not make that choice again. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. That's my mascot. Yeah, y'all said his name is Rocky. He gonna have a whole name. It's gonna be like Jasper, Rocky, Bandit, Brown Whiskey Raccoon. I mean, all of that. We're gonna just give him a name. So you all know that I am very fond of slideshows. And and you all are very fond of slideshows. Well, the reason why I'm fond of slideshows is because they don't like it when I show YouTube videos. So I had to come up with an alternative. All right. So I did. And the slideshows were the answer. Now, I decided that this Christmas I was going to do this in 2 parts. So this is part 1. I will not be here next week, but the week after that, the 18th, I'll be back. And I will have part 2 of the slideshow. That's the official Christmas New Year's show. So get ready, okay? I'm easing y'all into this thing today. Just saying. This one is focused on Christmas trees. Just saying. Daddy said I'm scared. But I'm going to start off with a drink. So, I'm just going to say something. This is the deal. You all know me, and whenever Christmas rolls around, one thing that I don't like, well, it's a lot of things I don't like. And you all get a chance to hear about all my quirks. I do not like milk, and I really don't like eggnog. Because eggnog for me is like a texture thing, it's thick, it's, everything about it is wrong. So Locke tells me, Lisa, you got to try Southern Comfort Egg Nog. So I was like, what's different about it? So he said, well, first of all, they have flavors. So it's vanilla spice flavored eggnog. That's what it looks like. Show it in the camera, I guess. Well, that's the front. There we go. All right. So that's what it looks like. It does not contain any type of alcohol. All right. But it says vanilla spice flavored. I'm going to make a drink with it. And I happen to have some Southern Comfort on my shelf. So I was like, let me go ahead and bring it. Hey, Blue Majesty. Let me go ahead and bring in case this is like god awful. But I'm going to start off with a non-alcoholic drink. of Southern Comfort Egg Nog. Now, y'all scared about the slideshow? I'm scared about this. Wish me luck. We gonna see. Smell like milk. And a little bit like creamer. I do like flavored creamer, so we'll see. Okay. It doesn't taste bad. So shout out to you on that. But the mouthfeel, the way that's like rolling back over the palate, I don't like that. But it tastes good. It tastes good. Okay, so I have a rating system. You either get a hell yeah, a mid-meh, or it's Fraggle Naggle bullshit. That's the rating system. On taste, it gets a hell yeah. I get that a hell yeah. I can see that in some coffee too. Okay, so that, yeah. On texture, mouthfeel, all of that stuff, it gets a Fraggle Naggle bullshit. Cause I didn't like that at all. But we gonna make the drink though. We gonna make the drink and we gonna see what that's about. It looked less thick to me, so it kind of fooled me a little bit, but let's look at the slideshow. And let's see what we're working with on this slideshow. I gotta sit with that for a minute. I loved it because it's just a bunch of liquor bottles. And I think it's basically like a styrofoam Christmas tree mold. And then they glued like the tinsel or something on it and the liquor bottles. I mean, I give it like an A+ for being imaginative, right? Of course, there's so many things I could say, but I won't. And then the second one, of course, I mean, it's barrels. I mean, those are like whiskey barrels. So, and I believe this is at a distillery, and they took the empty barrels and made them into a Christmas tree. I think that's really cool. Again, I put these in there because of just the imagination of them. I see you lot talking about the views expressed. Express your views. I mean, you got a mic anyway. Great rap. Hated it. But I like it. I like both of those. Again, reflective of me as a brown whiskey woman. Next. So, D-Man, here you go. Here you go. I put this in here especially for you. D-Man is like diehard, Star Wars fan. I consider myself I'm mid Star Wars fan. I am a Star Wars fan. But I know he probably knows, way more facts and stuff than I do. But I really like both of these. I mean, of course, it's Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. And I love the way that they did this. I mean, really, really cool. Gave him the lightsaber and everything. So I think these are excellent, very imaginative. Starting off cool, but keeping your head on a swivel. Next. And yeah, did it swivel fast enough? Because look, let me tell y'all that one over there, that I don't know what that is. I don't even know what it is with the blue feet and the blue hands. I guess that's supposed to be like, isn't that from like the island of Misfit Toys or something? That's one of the, I don't know, snowmen or something. I don't know. And then of course that's supposed to be Cookie Monster. I'm not sure why Cookie Monster had to look like that. I have to admit that. Okay, the Abominable Snowman. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't really know why he had to have that kind of look on his face and why it was like a close up like that, but I was intrigued. So I put it in here. Next. So the first one, I loved it because I just really liked the Grinch's legs on top, and then it just kind of seemed like Christmas threw up on that tree. And it's a lot going on there. And then they have like Grinch pictures behind it. Everything is Grinch. But I liked it. I mean, I just thought it was a whole bunch going on. Oh, it's Rudolph, the reindeer Christmas story. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Where is the Island of Misfit Toys? Isn't that part of Rudolph? Y'all help me with my cartoon history here. Is that not part of the same cartoon? Okay, it is. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Then the other Christmas tree, I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like they just took a twig out of the backyard, put some shit on it, say, hey, we're going to put this garland around it and hang some bulbs on it. It's like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, only a little bit more colorful. Hey, London. Yeah, it's a mess. It is. It's a mess. Next. All right. So that first one with the ornaments like defying gravity. I don't know how they did that. Like, I know there's just like some glue and they suspended that. But just the way that looks, that is like cool as hell. I just spent a long time looking at it, trying to figure out how they put it all together. I was like, you said the Grinch needs some draws. Hey, Wins, how you doing? Hey, Lakita, you won a Beats for a Cure t-shirt, a Beats for a Cure live t-shirt. You were our raffle winner, so congratulations to you. Y'all make sure that you give Lakita some claps and congratulations and hearts and snaps and all that stuff. Hey, C Love, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, the first one is awesome. I agree. I really, really like that one. And then the second one I loved because of the superheroes. And of course, Wonder Woman is front and center, and they just use different comic books. And then of course they have Captain America's shield on there. Again, I really, really like this. I like the colors in it, the theme. It was something really unique. So I like that. So y'all, this is not so bad, right? Next. All right. So the first one, those are lobster traps. And this is somewhere in Maine that they made this Christmas tree out of lobster traps. Again, it's imaginative. Hey, Keith, how you doing? Yeah, it is still, I agree. The Rudolph, from the Island of Misfits, that is still the jam. I agree. My favorite is A Year Without Santa Claus, though, with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. That's probably my favorite one. But yeah, and then of course that is Oscar. You see, Sesame Street was like a big thing with these. Hey, Marcia. It was a big thing. I found a lot of things from Sesame Street. Now, the thing that kind of got me on this was the proportion. AT&T Gaming. The proportion on this, because I was like, why is Oscar so damn big and the trash can is so little? I don't know. Something about that was just off. But yeah, D-Man, I agree. That would be kind of scary to see. And then I don't know. And I love Oscar. Like, Oscar is one of my favorite, characters from Sesame Street, because I love the way he just spoke his mind and told it the way it was. He was like, look, I hate all of this. All this get on my nerves. Y'all leave me alone. I just want to be living here in my trash and I'm cool. And that was just his attitude and I liked it. So, next. So this one, this is Godzilla. I really liked this because it was different. Now the placement of that box right in front of Godzilla's private parts, I guess, because I guess Godzilla has private parts, was weird to me. I don't know why. Y'all know my mind is a whiteboard and I see stuff. And then I wanted to know, how did they get that smoke to come out of his mouth? Like, I saw those cords behind him and I was like, they got some kind of contraption. Like, my mind started going buck ass wild, right? Because I was trying to figure out, how did they do this? But it's really, really cool. I like it. What did he eat? Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I like this. I like this. And I think it's time for us to make a drink. Let's stop here. Let's stop here. And let's make a drink. Okay. Why do you do this to me? You know, I can't. I need light to be able to do what I'm doing, right? And anyway, so y'all, I tried the Southern Comfort, right? I tried the Southern Comfort. So the eggnog, but let me tell you about real Southern Comfort, right? This is it. This was on my shelf right there. I actually, you see, I drank a little bit of this, right? Half of it. So Southern Comfort came about in 1874. So it's been around a long time. And it is made with stone fruits and spices. So it's a little bit different than most whiskeys. And the gentleman who started, his name is M.W. Heron, and his name is actually on this bottle on the top. And then it is also it's engraved right there. But he is the person who started Southern Comfort. And his whole premise was, why does whiskey have to taste harsh? Because, of course, back then in particular, all whiskey probably tasted horrible. And he was like, let's come up with something that's a little bit easier on the palate. So he did. Originally, it was called Cuffs and Buttons, which is an odd name. Hey, Mr. Nate. Thank God he changed it to Southern Comfort. It comes out of New Orleans, and this is owned by a company called Sazerac. And Sazerac is a big beverage company, and lots of things are under Sazerac. So this is 100 proof. They have about 3 iterations. They have black, original, and the 100 proof. Now, something kind of unique about this, you all know that when I talk about Jack Daniels is made in the way that a bourbon is traditionally made, but it goes through an additional process called the Lincoln County process, which makes it a Tennessee whiskey. Nowhere on that bottle does it say bourbon. If you wanted to win a bet in a bar, you could bet somebody. So nowhere on the Jack Daniels bottle does it say that. On the front of this bottle, nowhere does it say whiskey. And I said the front. On the back, it does. But it doesn't say whiskey. It just says Southern Comfort on the front. So on the back of the bottle, it gives the story. And it talks about in 1874 when M.W. Heron decided he didn't want a harsh whiskey. He wanted to create something else. And it says soulful and vibrant spirit of New Orleans. That's what Southern Comfort is. So this is 100 proof. So I'm going to mix it up with this eggnog. And we're going to see what's it looking like, what's it tasting like. So I got a glass. We're about to see. We didn't get any ice. Forgot about that. Sorry. Give us just a pause for that. Then we're going to go get some ice. So I am going to keep this really, really basic. Now, to be a cocktail, it has to have at least 3 ingredients. This is really just going to be 2 ingredients. It's going to be the eggnog and the Southern Comfort. I am going to see what this tastes like. Now, I might decide I need a little bit more, I need a little bit less of something like that. But for now, we're just going to start with the 2 ingredients. And generally, when people drink eggnog, they either put whiskey in it or they're going to put rum in it. Those are usually the common things that go into it. So I'm not really breaking tradition on that. I'm just keeping it in its pure form. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to call this a build, which means I'm building this in the glass. We could shake it in a cocktail shaker. Honestly, don't feel like it's really a need for it. So I'm just going to put 2 cubes of ice in. And then I am going to pour my Southern Comfort. I am not going to measure it. I could, but I'm not. I'm going to eyeball it. Oh, it smells so good. Southern Comfort smells really fruity. Smells like a little bit of heaven. And then I'm going to add some of this here Southern Comfort Egg Nog. And I hope it make the eggnog taste a lot better. That's what I'm hoping. We shall see. All right. And then I have some garnishes. I have a cinnamon stick. All right. So I'm using my cinnamon stick to stir that around. And then I found these. These are specialty marshmallows. I bought these at Aldi. And these are salted caramel marshmallows. I really just like the flavor. I was kind of intrigued by the packaging. So I was like, let's give these a try. So I'm going to put, ooh, they're bigger than I thought. Look, I thought they were like tiny, but bigger than I thought. I'm going to drop one right there. And then this is what my cocktail looks like. So this is my Southern Comfort eggnog. Here we go. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm going with mid-May. Oh, the thickness of the eggnog, that's what's messing with my mind. I can't get over it. I'm sorry. I just can't. I tried. Now the eggnog's taste is good. I could just drink the Southern Comfort. If you invite me to your house and you say, do you want some eggnog, Lisa? I'm going to say, hell no, I don't want that. If I don't know you, I'm going to just say, no, thank you. But if I know you, I'm going to say, hell no, don't give me no eggnog. I take the Southern Comfort, though. And if you already have these on a serving platter, what? Lactose-free eggnog is, why I want, what? Why I'm drinking that? How about I just don't drink any eggnog? How about, okay, so you cut the Southern Comfort with a little regular milk. So I'm going to eat the marshmallow because I have a feeling it probably tastes good. It does. Ray Rap. I'll box you, girl. Yeah, this is, it's a texture thing. Not really a taste thing. It does not taste bad. I still give it a mid-meh for me. If you like eggnog, I recommend it. Cinnamon stick, I am getting a little bit. Of course, you could do grated cinnamon. You could do nutmeg. I could see that adding to it for sure. Little marshmallows, a nice little, garnish. But yeah, I'm just... Ray Rap, you're going to do a holy dance. I don't think none of that is going to help. I really don't. I'm glad I have some other things to drink. I'll say that. I'm trying. Nah. Okay. So I'm going to put that to the side, but I will say this. If you like eggnog, I recommend it. Because it does taste better than some other eggnogs I've had. You get points for that. Yeah. It's not as sticky. It's not as sticky as other eggnog. It is not. But it's just... It's still too thick. And I'm not a milk drinker. So that's another thing, which is bizarre, I know, because I take cream in my coffee. And actually it's probably more creamer than coffee, to be honest. But no, and I would even consider putting this in my coffee on its own. I would say that. I could see this in coffee being pretty damn good. Yeah, I could. That kind of just messed up my Southern comfort. It's the way I feel about that. So yeah, we just gonna put you over there to the side. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Jasper, Rocky, the raccoon would enjoy that. I don't know. No, I do not, because I hate fruitcake too. And I said hate, and nobody coming here after me for saying hate, because love is just as strong a word as hate is. Y'all just like love better. I hate fruitcake. All right. Hey, Miss Misha, how you doing? Or I'm sorry, Miss I Am Me. How you doing? So, yeah, for that, I really feel like I earned a shot. Okay. So, and I'm going to have one. And I really don't even do shots, but where I'm having a little taste. But just the Southern comfort, because that's gonna calm my nerves. It's gonna make me feel better. And look at that, nice and golden, pretty. And it just smells like fruit. I get pears and apples and all of that, even though it's made with stone fruits, which are things that have pits in the inside. But cheers. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. So much better. All right. Okay. And I have some other things, but shall we return to our slideshow? Shall we see what other images there are for us to partake in? Mark is shaking his head. I don't, he's saying, This is part one. This is me I'm being nice. And look, I have lights. When he turns off the lights on me, I have lights. You all have no trust in me at all.
Nope.
Wow. 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 I mean, I would say my feelings are hurt, but they're not. All right, let's take a look at what else we got on tap with that slideshow. Brown eyes. All right, so look. I love this one. This one. This is toy phones, plastic phones, like the old school rotary dial type phones. I love that. Again, the creativity, so imaginative. I'm like, who comes up with this stuff? And the one next to it is skateboards. Those are skateboards. So, T-Man's I have an important business meeting scheduled. I like this one too, because again, I thought it was very, very imaginative. I mean, basically you can make a Christmas tree out of anything that you want to, but I thought both of these were really cool. especially his skateboards to me, because I'm like, who's thinking about that? Rap said these people got too much time on their hands and a lot of stuff. This is true. Next. Okay. So that first one says, feed me L's. I poop presents. The sign got me more than the tree. I'm going to tell you, because I just thought that was like funny as hell. And then, of course, like the angry eyes, which remind me of like Mr. Potato Head or something. But I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was cool. And then the skeleton, like I'd totally do that because I love Halloween. I would do it. And just the way they put that together. And I know it's like a skeleton and then they put like the Christmas tree, branches or whatever, they attached it to it. And I think that's, I liked it. And there were a lot of like Halloween type Christmas decorations. Some of them I'm saving for you all for next week. I'm not going to lie. I am. Next. Okay. So the first one is made out of hubcaps and it's in a car lot. So again, you can make a Christmas tree out of anything you want. See, Miss I Am Me, she said it. She put the skeleton in the front window. Me too. And then the next one, it's just signs all over it. This says decoration not found. This ornament not found. This ornament cannot be located. It's kind of like stupid, but kind of ingenious too. Like I liked it. Instead of having traditional ornaments, they just put all of the signage on there about the decorations not found. And I was thinking that maybe this like probably came in a box or something with some of the other Christmas trees. And then they just decided to attach them to this Christmas tree. And this was like in a department store. So again, I thought it was pretty cool. Next. All right. So again, imagination. Ties. They took all these ties, made a Christmas tree. And then the second one, those are egg carton boxes that they spray painted green. I thought it was really, really cool. And they put the bows and the ornaments on it. I like that. And they just stacked them up. Like, I like it. Okay, so Cruz said Father's Day tree. Yeah, that would be kind of cool as for a Father's Day thing. You could probably do a smaller version of that too. And just give your dad like a whole bunch of horrible ties, like ugly ones that he probably would never wear. But I did really like this egg carton box. I like when people come up with things that are unique and using materials that you would never imagine. And there is so much out there. So much out there. All right, let's take a break and let me try some of the other stuff that I got in here because I do have some other things to drink. And some of it, well, one of them, I'm gonna be ready next week. I'm gonna have like a light that just shines down like the sun when he takes me dark. All right, so the people gotta see what I'm talking about now. Anyway, so listen. I bought this at Aldi, the same place that I bought these marshmallows. So if you all don't have an Aldi in your area, Aldi is like a discount grocery store, but they sell all types of stuff, right? They're German-based. I do know that. And we have them here in Atlanta. They sell all kinds of things. You never know what you might find in there. Like I bought a laminator out of Aldi one year for like $20, probably about 10 years ago. Still have it, still works great. Okay. But they sell a little bit of everything. But the groceries are limited. So it's not like you're going to be able to go in there and like completely get everything on your grocery list. But you will be able to find some things that are a really good deal. They have great produce, yeah, a laminator and a carburetor. They have great produce. It's always fresh. They have a great charcuterie section. So you can find all types of like tamponade and honey and crackers and all kinds of cool stuff. So check them out. If you have one in your area, it's worth it. Hey, DK, how you doing? So I bought this. This is called, I don't know if it's Petit or Petit. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's spelled like Petit, I guess, or I don't know. Petit. Wine specialty, and it's called Peppermint Bark. It says it's a blend of white wine with peppermint, chocolate, and other natural flavors, as well as artificial color. It's a great wine with natural flavors, caramel color, and artificial color. It says it is perfect synergy of fine wine, peppermint, chocolate, and the finest cream. I have a good feeling it's probably going to taste like bourbon cream, just in a wine version. It's 13.9% alcohol by volume. That's pretty damn high for a wine. So we're going to see. So, because it's Christmas, or chrysalis, as I used to call it when I was little. I used to call it chrysalis. And my family thought it was cute and didn't correct me for a long time. So I was out in public saying, Merry Christmas, everybody. Till I was like 5. Because my family did that to me. But because it is Christmas, I decided I would crush up a candy cane. So that is what I did. I took a hammer, smashed it up, took some simple syrup, rimmed the top of the glass, and then I took my glass, turned it upside down, and turned it around in the peppermint. You can do whatever you want to do. Right? You can do whatever you want to do in terms of a garnish. You could do a colored sugar if you want. Whatever you want to do, you can do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to taste this because I'm about to mix this up. But I'm going to taste it and see what it tastes like. Now, Miss IME said she's not a fan of like peppermint or minty things. Neither am I. So this is really going to be a test. Oh, ooh. Did y'all hear that? It had a gurgle. It was out of this world. Something about that gurgle. So that's what it looks like. Let's see. Ooh. Smells nice. I smell chocolate and mint. It kind of smells like one of those Andes mints, chocolate mints. Which I don't like those either, but I love the way they smell. We'll see. It tastes just like what they said. Just like what they said. I can taste the peppermint. I can taste the chocolate. I taste some sort of cream base. I do not really taste the grape wine. I didn't really expect that I would. Again, I could kind of see this being good in some coffee. I don't know how wine is in coffee. I've never done that before. But this is pretty tasty. If you do like kind of the peppermint, if you like those chocolate mints in particular, like I know London does, you would love this. You would like it. Miss Iman, thank you for the resub in advance. I appreciate it. Yeah, you would like this. You would like this. But because it is I, the brown whiskey woman, I'm about to add some brown whiskey to it. So I got my pretty glass. And I'm actually going to put this in a cocktail shaker because I want it to be blended a little bit better. So I'm going to put a couple of cubes of ice in here. Put that to the side. And my bourbon of choice is Four Roses. That is my favorite bourbon of all time. Has a lot of rye in it. So it gives it some spice, some kick. That's what I really, really like about it. It's roughly between about $30 and $40. They do have some iterations of it that cost a little bit more. But this was $10 at Aldi. Okay. And so I'm going to measure. I'm going to actually use my jigger to measure. And I believe that this is, this looks like a double jigger to me because this one is bigger than my standard jigger. Standard jigger is about 1 ounce. This one looks like it's about 2 ounces. I don't know where this came from, but hey, I got it. It's mine, I guess. Came from somewhere. So I am going to I'll put that jigger in there. Ooh, that was fantastic. Again, that's probably 2 ounces. And then I am going to put, I think I'm just going to do, I don't know, I might make it a perfect. So a perfect is equal ingredients of something. So I think I am going to make it a perfect. So I'm going to use the 4 roses. Which has no gurgle because it has been opened. And once it's been opened, it usually loses that because of the oxygen. And then I'm going to shake this up. Have you all ever wondered why is it that bartenders shake high? You know, whenever you see them at the bar, they're always shaking it up all high and all of that. Just imagine if they shook low. It's true. Like, I didn't make this shit up, okay? Like, you went total black. This is a fact. This is like a real fact. That's why, though, because of how it looks, you know, the optic of it is exactly why. I mean, I really did not make that up, but that's the reason why. So this, of course, I shook it with the ice, but I am going to do exactly, Psalmist. You know, you got it. I'm gonna put 1 cube of ice in it. Of course, if you wanted a little bit more peppermint on the rim, you could do that. And we're gonna see what this tastes. I have a feeling this is gonna be good together. So cheers. This is our peppermint bark wine and 4 roses bourbon. I like it, but it needs something. It needs something else. What I'm feeling like it needs, because the 4 roses has a higher rye content, so it makes it a little bit spicier. And then we have this peppermint bark that has this peppermint, this mint, this chocolate, all of this. Maybe a different bourbon. Maybe something that has a wheat content like a Maker's Mark or something like that that's a little bit softer. Might give it a slightly better flavor because I'm picking up on a lot of the spice. Okay, a lot of the spice. Now, also another thing I thought about, you could take your peppermint, your little peppermint shavings, and add it in there if you wanted to do a little something extra. And we're going to see if it adds anything to the flavor. Or maybe it needs some Southern Comfort. We'll see. Peppermint did add a little something to it. So, you know what? I got my little cup over here. I'm going to pour a little Southern Comfort in there. Because we spear-a-menting. Yeah, Santa will be swerving in that after you drink all of that. The Southern Comfort's the answer. Actually, probably the peppermint bark and the Southern Comfort together might make for a better cocktail. I'm not putting that nog in it. So let's see. I think I'll just build that one. Got another glass. So let me try it. We're going to freehand it. Still got a beautiful gurgle. And then I'm going to try the Southern Comfort. think it needed something a little bit softer than perhaps that Four Roses. I think that was the issue. All right. Get out a little swish. Let's see. That was it. That's it. It needed the Southern Comfort, which is sweeter than the Four Roses. So the Southern Comfort and this, is it Petit or Petit? Somebody help me. What do y'all think? What do y'all think this is? Petit. Do y'all think that's petite or petit? I don't know. I don't know. But whatever it is, Aldi comes out of the Netherlands. That's what it says on the back of the bottle. But then it says that it's imported by Mac and Schul Incorporated in Key Biscayne. So, and it contains milk. Okay, so Natty, you say it's petite. Okay, yeah. No accent mark. Little unique. No. Petite. Okay, we're going with the French for small. So petite. Okay, that's what we're going to agree upon. We should ask the raccoon. He'll know. I think the raccoon would know. But yes, that and the Southern Comfort. That's for the win. That gets the hell yeah. Yes, Rocky knows. I need to ask the raccoon. He would know. He probably drank some Southern Comfort along with some other stuff. So on its own, I would recommend it. The wine specialty, the Grape wine, it tastes just like they say that it tastes like. All the ingredients, the chocolate, the peppermint, all of that. It tastes like all of those things. So I highly recommend it. Again, $10 at Aldi. And then I'm going to recommend the Southern Comfort. This is the 100 proof, as I said. And I know some people are like, 100 proof, that's a high proof. But Southern Comfort is very smooth, very mellow, very fruity. It's a great sipper, actually. A lot of times, Southern Comfort will be on the bottom shelf. But honestly, when it comes to how things are arranged on a shelf, sometimes people get into drinking the label. That's what I call it. Because they get caught up in that it has this name, that it's this type of liquor and it costs this much money. And so it must be better. Might be, might not be. I say experiment with the things that are in the liquor store so that you can determine what you like. Generally speaking, I go for the things that are mid-shelf. Of course, there are some top shelf things that I really, really like, but then there are some things on the bottom shelf that I like as well. And Southern Comfort is one of them, because usually you can get a bottle of Southern Comfort for probably about $15 here in Atlanta, maybe less. So yeah, exactly, DK. More expensive does not always mean better. It has to do with your personal taste and your palate, and understand that more expensive has to do with rarity, aging. All of those types of things are going to add to the cost of it. And then we know as soon as somebody says it's exclusive, then we believe it's exclusive. Okay. So, you know, that groupthink, it's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. So let's take a look at the slideshow. Let's go back and see what other images we might have to look at. Y'all know I'm being nice to you today. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm saving all of my moxie for next show on the 18th, because that's when, woo, that's going to be the show of shows. That's going to be the slideshow of slideshows. But yes, this is a lovely slideshow thus far. Let's take a look. Until this slide. So I told y'all there was a lot of Halloween Christmas trees out there. I gotta admit, this one, kind of got me a little bit. And the reason why is because it looked like souls or something in the belly of that thing. And I was like, this looks like something straight out of a horror movie. So Kurt said, is that a bat? Is that the ghost of Christmas past? I don't know. But it's lots of people, I guess, that are like me that really love Halloween. So they just carry it over to Christmas. And this is what they chose to do with their Christmas tree. And I would not want to walk in and see this because I think this is scary as shit. Like I said, something straight out of a horror movie. So yeah. And then the next picture. Okay, first of all, y'all look at all them damn needles on the floor. I'm assuming he carried that Christmas tree in there. I don't know what he's holding in his hands. Can y'all tell what that is with that bag or whatever? What is that? Cause I don't know what he's holding in his hands, and he's just like grinning. This is like something straight out the 70s, I guess. It says UK. That tree is scary as hell too. Cause it does look like a bat or a person or Bigfoot or something. I don't know what in the entire world this is, but I found this picture. It came up several times when I just Googled unusual Christmas trees, because I put in crazy Christmas trees, unusual Christmas trees, inappropriate Christmas trees. This was one of the images that came up several times under all of those. So does anybody know? Can y'all tell what he's holding in his hands? Anybody see what that is? I don't know what that is. I'm like, is that some kind of Christmas something? Maybe it's just blurry and I don't know. Or maybe I was drinking that day that I put this together, but I still can't see that shit. I still don't know what it is, right? Brown Eye says, stay off Google. No, Google just be calling my name. Lisa, come look. Santa or a snowman. Okay, something. Next. All right. So the Canada Dry boxes. So let me tell y'all about this. Natty. I Googled inappropriate Christmas trees, and this came up. I don't really know what's inappropriate about it other than the shape. I guess you could say it's like kind of phallic in some ways, but I don't really know why did this come up as inappropriate other than the shape. And if y'all know, put it in the chat. Let me know. But those are Canada Dry ginger ale boxes. And of course, a traffic cone that lights up. And then that's a keg down at the bottom. I'm confused too, Miss Yvonne. I didn't understand. I was like, why is this inappropriate? But it came up. That's what it came up under. But like I said, the only thing I could come up with was the shape of it. The one next to it, that's in the pizza place, right? So those are pizza boxes. Again, you can make a Christmas tree out of anything. And they chose pizza boxes and they made a Christmas tree. DK said maybe they're in Canada. Maybe so. I don't know. Is that inappropriate in Canada? Okay. Anyway. Next. Okay, so this one, I love the monster truck tires on the bottom of this Christmas tree. And then you see it just graduates to the smaller trees. And of course they, decorated it and put a star on top. Like, go them. Like, I'm sure this is like a salvage yard or something, and they got them from a salvage yard. Then this other one, I just thought this was beautiful. This was a peacock's tail, of course, and this is their Christmas tree. I like it. I thought this was really, really pretty. Looks like a crayon. It is pretty. I mean, imagination, right? Where people's minds go with this. It's wonderful. Next. So this one was another one. Now, of course, I see how they have it suspended from the ceiling. But like, who thinks to do this? Who thinks I'm just going to hang my Christmas tree on its side and put decorations on it? These people do. I don't know why, Natty. I mean, If you all know why, then okay. Put it in the chat if you know why. Kurt said, got me leaning. I don't know, but they did it and I thought it was cool. Next. Okay, so I told you about the Halloween Christmas trees. Y'all could have done a whole show on that. So that first one, I liked it because it was colorful. I just thought it was pretty, colorful, had the skull, of course, and it looked kind of Mardi Gras in a way to me. So I put it in there. And then that next one with the skeleton came up under inappropriate Christmas trees. And I guess we know why it did, because I don't know what is the skeleton doing. But yeah, he's humping a tree. That's what it looks like to me. That's exactly what it looks like to me. So yeah. But yeah, I liked both of those. The tree is saying eek with the eyeballs. Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. There's so much stuff in my browser history, and y'all just don't even know a quarter of it. I'll just say that. Next. But y'all, remember, Christmas is still coming. So on the 18th, I'll be back with more like these, because you all loved them so much last time. You know, last Christmas, you absolutely loved the slideshow. You love these images. I am going to tell y'all that's a fruitcake. Hey, Outlaw. That's a fruitcake that somebody decorated. There was so much of this. And I guess because last year I was looking at all of this, it just automatically came up. So be ready. Be ready on the 18th. Have you some drinks. We're going to have some snacks. I'm going to have some charcuterie in here because it's some stuff that we're trying. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to have my Christmas bra on. It's going to be a time shall be had. Like, a time shall be had. Cruz said we coming early on the 18th. Nope, we coming at the regular time. It's going to be our regular time. Okay. No, like didn't say he got to wash his hair with his bald head self. Doggone Charlie Brown Christmas, you ain't got no hair to wash. Oh, man. Oil ain't going to help. It doesn't matter how much you sage. I'm still coming back. Okay. Oh, someone said which hair? Okay. Let's come back. Whew. Okay. I got something else to taste. It's some wine. All right, so let me tell you about it. You all remember on the Halloween show, I tasted something that was made by a company out of Traverse City. So Traverse City is in Michigan. It is part of the Upper Peninsula. We call it the UP. Traverse City is beautiful. Okay, beautiful, beautiful place. The fall foliage change is phenomenal. It's just a very, very pretty place. And I know a lot of times when people think about Michigan, they think about Detroit specifically, which is like, you know, a concrete jungle. And that is where I'm from. But Michigan as a whole is a very pretty place. It is also, Traverse City is the cherry capital of the world. So they say, or the United States at least. So, but anyway, this is where this comes from. Okay, so the wine that I tried on Halloween was called Witch's Brew. And this is called Country Crush Cranberry Wine. Now, this would be considered a winter wine because cranberry is what they consider a winter or fall fruit. This was only $9. It's 12% alcohol by volume. was curious about what does a cranberry wine taste like. Of course, I've had cranberry juice before. I've had cranberries. Had some jellied cranberry. I like that, by the way, for Thanksgiving. But I was like, cranberry wine. What does that taste like? So we're going to taste it. We're going to see what it tastes like. So I'm gonna let me get my glasses so I can read it. Let me not be like some people I know who don't want to wear their glasses. Endless sun-drenched days, dreamy blue skies, that first bite into luscious just picked fruit. The sweet stuff of memories is in every sip of Country Crush fruit wine. Here's to magical todays inspired by Once Upon a Time. That sounds poetic as shit, didn't it? It says it's produced and bottled by Country Crush Fruit Wine Company, and the city specifically is Omena, Michigan. And they give their zip code at 49674. And it's countrycrushwine.com. It's going through Stream Elements. This is 12% alcohol by volume, and it says fresh is best. Natural cranberry. So we're going to see what this tastes like. And I'm actually going to eat a cracker because I've been drinking a lot of sweet things, I feel like. And even though this might be sweet too, there might be some tartness to it. But I am using my table crackers, my communion crackers, that basically taste like absolutely nothing. Fresh air and disappointment. That's going to clear my palate and prepare me for tasting this. They're killing me today. Whew. That does look like communion wine for real. Look at the color of that. That looks like some damn Mogan David box wine. Okay, so I'm not getting really anything strong. Just a slight hint of fruit. Like nothing really cranberry-ish or anything like that. Just fruit. Just smells fruity. I hope it doesn't taste like tussin. Tastes like cranberries. I give it a mid-meh. Reason why I'm giving it a mid-meh is because it does not have a strong flavor of anything, really. I mean, I'm getting slight cranberry. I do taste that. But it's not even like cranberry juice or cranberry cocktail. I think if I added some bourbon to it, it might taste all right. I think if you add bourbon to anything, it tastes all right. So I got a glass. I'm going to try it. Ooh. Because I have found out on this show that bourbon and wine goes together pretty damn well. Never would have thunk it. I only started drinking wine, like seriously drinking wine, roughly about 2.5 years ago. We'll see. I went to my Four Roses. And we'll see what it tastes like. I like it better. So what it did was it cut a little bit of the sweetness and the tartness because it was slightly tart because of the cranberry. It added enough spice to it because remember, Four Roses is a high spiced bourbon. First ingredient is corn. Second ingredient is rye. Third ingredient is barley. The combination is nice. Now, could you drink this on your own if you were a wine drinker? Sure you could, if you like cranberries. If you like, not so much, cranberries are a bit much for me, I would say no. You probably could make some better choices. But with the bourbon, it tastes delicious. Yeah, that was an improvement for sure. So in review, had some mid-mess. Had some few hell yes, right? On its own. Yeah. Okay. So the Southern Comfort Egg Nog. Had that. And I gave it the mid-meh. On texture. On taste, I gave it the hell yeah. It was very tasty. And actually, I'm going to try this in my coffee on tomorrow morning. I think it would be very good in coffee because it is vanilla spice. I can't taste the vanilla. I can't taste the spice. I feel like my coffee is just going to swallow up that whole thickness, mouthfeel thing, and I'm not going to know any different. I'm just going to drink my coffee and it's going to be good. Okay. So I will definitely do that. But if you like eggnog, you're going to like this. This is definitely one of the better eggnogs that I have ever tasted. Have tasted eggnog in the past and I did not like it. I still don't like it. I'm still not a convert. Lot, thank you for the recommendation. Appreciate you. Deuces, love you for that, but I'm still not a convert on the eggnog, okay? But this is one of the better ones that I have tasted. Now, once it was mixed up and it had the Southern Comfort in it, it was raised exponentially to a hell yeah, okay? That mix was a definite hell yeah, all right? The second thing that I tried was this Petit, whatever y'all say it is. Peppermint bark wine specialty. So this is, chocolate, peppermint, natural flavors, and grape wine as the base. This was great with the Southern Comfort. Remember when I tried it with the Four Roses, I didn't really care for it. It's also good on its own. It tastes a lot like those Andes peppermint patties or a York peppermint patty. If you like those things, you would really like this. And again, this was at Aldi, was only $10, 13.9 ABV. That's pretty damn good for a wine. Then the last thing I tried was the Country Crush Natural Cranberry Wine. 13.9% ABV. No, 12%, sorry, ABV. This is really good. Comes out of Traverse City, Michigan. Big up to Michigan on this. Liked it better with the bourbon. Liked it better with the Four Roses. So our liquors, Southern Comfort, made from stone fruits and spices. Good stuff. Good stuff. Don't be fooled by the price. It's been around for a long time. Remember, I told y'all, 1874. Long time. Still has endured. And then Four Roses, which is one of my personal favorites. This is the single barrel, which means it came all out of one barrel. Been around since 1888. And that's what that bottle looks like as well. And this was a bottle that was gifted to me also. So for my birthday. Love that. And then I had from our garnishes, I had my salted caramel marshmallows. They were really good with the drink that had the Southern Comfort eggnog. These were good. And I don't know, I think marshmallows are okay. They're not great to me, but they're all right. But I like the flavor on those. And I actually bought two kinds. I bought one that was a s'mores flavored marshmallow. And then I bought the salted caramel, which I think is good. Okay, so wait a minute. You said Turkey Hill makes one too? They make eggnog? Is that what we're talking about? Okay, so Turkey Hill. Now remember, this has no alcohol in it. So you don't have to worry about alcohol content in it because they sell in the grocery store. So they're not selling any type of hard liquor in the grocery store unless you live in one of those places that does. Just saying. Okay, so that's the review of everything that I tried. Now, I thought it would be really fun if we did a little Christmas trivia. So I found this in the store. It's called Christmas Music Trivia. And it's like 100 quiz questions. Of course, we're not going to go through 100. But I thought it would be kind of cool to see how swift y'all on your feet about Christmas songs. Now, I'm going to tell you all, and this is on a personal note. The holidays are challenging for me because I've had some people very close to me that have crossed, that are on the other side. And full transparency, I'm really struggling this year in particular. Don't know why, but I am. So, of course, what that means for me is that I really try to kind of do extra things to distract me, or things to refocus me, redirect me to a certain degree. And anybody here who has lost somebody close to them, they understand this, because the holidays are not merry and jolly for everybody. And I want you to keep that in mind when you're reaching out to people, to be mindful of that. They are a joyous time. They can be beautiful. They are beautiful. And the whole premise of Christmas, and I say Christmas because it's called Christmas. And you can call it whatever you want to call it. And I'm not, getting into anybody's religion or anything like that, because I don't want anybody getting into it with me. But it's called Christmas. Okay, so that is the birth, so they say, of Jesus Christ. And nobody knows if it really is or really ain't, but that's the day that they celebrate it. Thank you, Miss I Am Me. So see, and I feel like people who know. Okay, so I am sending a special, very, very special, heartfelt wish to the people that are struggling, that have lost loved ones, and know that the holidays are very challenging sometimes. And then the other thing is, you never know when it'll hit you. So my sister loved Christmas, absolutely loved it. And I always think about her during Christmas. And I was in the store the other day, and I heard one of her favorite Christmas songs, which was Nat King Cole, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I just broke down. And it was not planned. It was not my intention. And I tried real hard to hold it together, but I couldn't. So I just want to say to all the people out there that are going through some things, that have lost a family member, and you think about your family members during the Christmas holiday, they're thinking about you too. Know that. They're thinking about you too. They see you, they love you, and they're still around. So I just want to say that. And then all the wonderful, joyous things about Christmas for those people who have children and love decorating and putting up the lights and all of that. Celebrate in a way that brings you joy. That's what I want to say. Yeah, Miss I Am Me, it does it for me every single time. And then anytime I hear anything by Johnny Mathis, which was my sister's favorite artist, she was the president of the Johnny Mathis fan club, y'all. Always makes me think about her. So I got this Christmas music trivia, and I thought it would be fun. Y'all can just drop it in the chat. And y'all, they have a question here about eggnog. And these are all Christmas songs. It's Christmas music trivia. In the song, A Holly Jolly Christmas, the lyrics tell us to have a cup of what? A, eggnog. B, whiskey. C, cheer. Drop it in the chat. I wish the answer was whiskey. Oh, you like Johnny Mathis? Wait, he was a handsome man. Cheer. You're right, London. You got it. It is. It's Christmas cheer. That's the correct answer. So, Holly Jolly Christmas. Unfortunately, we cannot play any music on here because damn Twitch will mute it, or YouTube will get us for some kind of copyright or something or other. But we can't play any Christmas music, even though next stream I might just say screw it and let's just play a little bit. But anyway, okay. So I got some other ones. It says, I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. Okay. I'm keep going until I get to one that I like. Okay, some of these I'm just like, okay, okay. Where is there dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Rock? A, Trafalgar Square, Times Square, or Jingle Bell Square? Which one? Where is there dancing and prancing in the Jingle Bell Rock song? Trafalgar Square, Times Square, Trafalgar Square. I don't even know why they put that shit in there. That don't even sound right. Times Square or Jingle Bell Square? Okay, the last one, Cruz said Jingle Bell Square. Right. You're right. Jingle Bell Square. That is correct. Okay. I like this one, though. White Castle. In the song, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, what did he have in his soul? Snow, garlic, or coal? Snow, garlic, or coal? Okay, thank you, Smarty Pants, for telling us where the square is in London. Coal, right. I know they celebrate Christmas too. Okay, so snow, garlic, or coal? Okay, y'all saying coal, coal, coal. It's garlic. The answer is garlic. Okay. It's garlic. That's, it's so many lyrics in that song. Not baking soda. London. Yeah, garlic. Garlic. It says he has garlic in his soul. All right. Another Grinch one. Which creature is not, T, mentioned in You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch? A crocodile, a snake, or an eel? Crocodile, snake, or eel? And that's E-E-L. Eel. Not eel. Yeah. Not that kind of. Not that. Eel. Not eel. Crocodile, snake, or eel? Which one? Okay, so Natty says snake. Whoville. Whoville wasn't even an option. A croc. Okay. Any other guesses on this? Anyone? Bueller. The answer is snake. So Natty, Missy Bond, y'all got it right. Got eggnog, right? That should have been. That should have been. Okay. All right. Let me do a couple more. All right. In the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, how many swans were a swimming? 3, 7, or 9? Don't Google. 12 Days of Christmas. How many swans were a swimming? Have y'all ever noticed that in that particular song, it's a whole bunch of talk about birds. You got partridges in a pear tree. You got swans a swimming. It's all type of birds. Okay, 7, 7, 7. A lot of people said 7. London said 1. London said 12. 7. And no chicken. Turkeys are eating. 7. Okay, it's your family dinner song. Grease. 5 months free rent. Wrong version, London. The answer is 7. What is it, like 8 bags of weave? That song is so crazy to me, but it's funny as shit. Yes, the answer is 7. So in the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, there were 7 swans a-swimming. Right? Yeah, we do need a London version. Y'all know if London, first of all, it's going to be like 10 motherfuckers. That's going to be the first thing that comes up. That's going to be in there. Okay. So a lot of these are, of course, the songs. Okay, I don't like that one. Okay. Okay, Wait a minute, I gotta read this one because I'm like, what in the entire hell is this? If y'all know the answer to this, I might have to give out another goddamn t-shirt. It says, who was seated next to me a day or two ago in the song Jingle Bells? Miss Hannah Light, Miss Franny Bright, or Miss Fanny Bright? I have never in my life heard this. Now, I know it's more verses to Jingle Bells than the motherfucker in a pear tree, right? London, you need to work on that, for real. Maybe in the new year, we'll, bring you in and have you sing that. Or at least speak it. 5 holes on Twitch. Okay. Who was seated next to me a day or two ago in the song Jingle Bells? Now, this one y'all might have to Google. Google. I saw jingle. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Okay. This one you might have to Google. Do y'all know anything about these people? Miss Hannah Light, Miss Franny Bright, or Miss Fanny Bright? I have never heard of this. Has anybody else heard of this? I didn't know this was part of this song. Okay, the answer is Miss Fanny Bright. I need somebody to Google this. Google this. Because I believe this shit made up. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I never heard this in my life. Right? Okay. Now this one, y'all, we know this one. What does Alvin want for Christmas in the Chipmunk song? A trampoline. B, a hula hoop. C, skipping ropes. A trampoline, a hula hoop, or skipping ropes? What does Alvin want in the Christmas Chipmunk song? Hula hoop. Hula hoop, hula hoop, hula hoop. Right. Y'all are right. It's hula hoop. That's the answer. Okay, Ray Rap said, I grew up Catholic. They know all the carols. Okay, so y'all explain this to me about Fanny Bright. Somebody help. See, this is where I need ReadyBot. I'm about to add ReadyBot to my chat because ReadyBot knows shit like this. Okay, you said, where's your granddaughter when you need her? Okay, so look, he put something on the screen here. Okay, we're reading it. One horse open sleigh. Okay, so verse 2. Okay. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank. Somehow my mind went there. Sorry, the horse was lean and lank. Misfortune seemed to slot. He got into a drifted bank, and then we got upsot. What does upsot mean? I consider myself to be fairly well read, but what does upsot mean? I've never heard that word. Okay, yeah, she was in the song. Cruz said Miss Mary Mac all dressed in black. Wrong song. Lean and lank. Exactly. His balls weren't jingling. That's where I went, Natty. See, that's why we friends. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, upsot means upset or overturned in a poetic or archaic sense. See, I knew it was an archaic word. But I want you all this week to go out and use the word upsot in a sentence. It sounds sassy. It does. It does sound sassy. Did y'all know that verse? Because I knew there were additional verses to the song. Like, I'm not ignorant to that, but I never heard that in my life. I never heard anybody sing that. Okay. I'm going to the next batch because, Okay. Now this is good. Because this one, I've thought about this before. You were upset with that mother. Okay, a real girl named Fanny Bright, possibly named Rachel, did exist in Connecticut in 1850s, according to the 1860 U.S. Census. However, she was not the inspiration for the song, as the song's subject was inspired by sleigh races, says the Hymns and Carols of Christmas. Thank you, Ray Rap. Thank you for educating us. Yeah, I've really only heard the first verse. I knew there were other verses to the song, and I don't know, perhaps I was someplace and heard a second one, but I never heard about Fanny Bright. Okay, y'all get your calculator out, right? Chris said Fanny tried to pass. In total, show your work, okay? How many gifts were given in the song, The 12 Days of Christmas? 312, 364, or 420? 312, 464, or 420? What's your guess? What's your guess, Lot? London said, I'm out. London said, I heard calculator. We can write it out now. I actually, believe it or not, y'all, I don't know, maybe it's the nerd in me. I did this before because I was very curious. Because like I told you, the whole birds thing, first of all, them the stupidest ass gifts ever. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want no partridge in a pear tree. I don't want no lords of leaping. I don't want none of that. Santa baby. She want a 54 convertible light blue. She wants some D's to a platinum mine. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Natty said 364. Okay, the 5 golden rings. Okay, Missy Bond, too much math. Okay, Linus Nala said, I say 420 just because. Okay, carry the 2, right? Okay. Natty, you are correct. 364. 364. I actually sat down and did the math on this one day because I was like, how many gifts is that? How many birds? How many golden rings and lords of leaping and ladies dancing and maids of milking? What are we doing here? What we're doing? And then I just was like, who wants any of that? Except for maybe the golden rings. Like, I'm with London. I mean, I'll take the 5 bags of weave. Okay, you had to do it at school once. Okay. So, Cruz and Linus now is celebrating 420. Like that logic. I have to say that. I like that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like that one either. Okay. It says, what film featured the song Walking in the Air? A, The Grinch. B, The Snowman. C, Santa Claus. I don't know what the hell they're talking about, but I hope y'all know. You ever heard of this? What film featured the song Walking in the Air? The Grinch, The Snowman, Santa Claus. Chris said he busting a nut. Do y'all know about this? Like, I haven't heard about this. He busting a nut on the cloud so he can shout out loud. I don't, okay. I'm going to give y'all the answer. We're going to go to another one. It's The Snowman. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Okay, next. Which reindeer is left out of the Night Before Christmas poem? So, of course, this is, the night before Christmas and all through the house. That's the one they're talking about. Not a creature was stirring. A, Rudolph, B, Dasher, or C, Dancer? Which one? Which reindeer is left out of the Night Before Christmas poem? Rudolph, Dasher, or Dancer? London said Santa is flying through the crowds full of nuts. Okay, Miss KB said Rudolph. Okay, any other guesses? Okay, no one? Anyone? Rudolph. We got 2 for Rudolph. Can we get one more guess? Can we get one more? Chris said Bambi. Bambi was not a reindeer. He was a deer. Bueller. Right. The answer is Rudolph. So Natty is correct. Miss KB is correct. Miss Yvonne, you're right. They do not say anything about Rudolph. Okay. All right. So one more, because we're going to say some of these for next time, because I don't know. I think these are kind of interesting. They're kind of fun. And I bought these at like Ross for like $5. It's like, might be interesting. Might be something fun for the show. Okay. And some of them are hard as shit. I'm going to just say that. Okay. Here's one. It says, which song has the line, "There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found"? A, Frosty the Snowman. B, Must Be Santa. C, Blue Christmas. Which song has the line, "There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found"? Okay, Frosty, white lines. Cruz, what the hell is white lines? Are you talking about the song? White lines, that song. Go away, Cruz. Y'all, Cruz been drinking some eggnog. The answer is Frosty the Snowman. Very good. Very good. Yeah, wrong snow. Exactly. Tell her again, Miss Yvonne. Wrong snow. All right. So I read this one. Actually, this was the card that was on the very top. Listen, y'all. Don't talk about me. But I'm getting ready to confess. When I go in the store and I want to buy something, and they be having that shit all sealed up, and I want to see what's in the inside, I open it. Now, I know that's wrong, but I don't really give a shit because I want to know what I'm buying. So I open this up. Don't tell the people at Ross. I opened it up and I looked because I was like, this is for my peoples and I want to make sure this is good. So the very first card that I read was this one. And this was the one that kind of said, it sold me, right? Because I was like, okay, I'll pay $5. Don't tell Natty shit. Okay. Which is the only song to be a Christmas #1 twice with the same exact version? A, Do They Know It's Christmas? Band-Aid. B, Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. C, All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Which one do y'all think it is? Which is the only song to be a #1 Christmas song, #1 twice with the exact same version? Okay, so y'all said Mariah. So the answers are Do They Know It's Christmas? Band-Aid. Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. So everybody says Mariah. Natty said Rose Eyes. Y'all tired of Mariah? Is that what you're saying? In her little Santa hat, y'all. Cruz, you got it right. It's Queen. It's Queen. I did not know that. I had no idea. It said Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen. And that was the song, when I cracked open the boxes, in the back and everything, it was looking. I read that and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get these. That was the one that Chris, I'm a good guesser. Okay, one more, and then we gonna wrap this up. All right. Who sang the song All I Want for Christmas Is You? This is a gimme. Right? I don't have to give you the options, right? London said, boo. Mariah Carey, Salt and Pepper, or TLC? Chris said Luther. Who sang the song All I Want for Christmas Is You? Like a look. I just said TLC. Oh, yeah, they probably do have me on video, but you know, I defend that shit to the end. They didn't have me on video before and whatever. I'll just say that. Okay. Who sang the song All I Want for Christmas Is You? We know the answer to that, right? It's Mariah Carey. Because how many times do they play that? So I'm going to just say this. Like, I feel like I like Christmas music, but I feel like they take the same 12 songs and just remake them. It's about 12 of them, maybe 13 or 14. And they take them and just remake them. People just make them over. And I'm like, how about some new Christmas music? How about something different? That's just my thought. But anyway, we shall continue this because we do have some more cards, and I will try to put the ones that we went through already to the side. And we'll look at some more of them. Because you all will need something to ease your pain from the slideshow next week. I guarantee you. But y'all are going to love me at the end of it. You're going to love me. You're going to love me. And then we'll just wait until next Christmas. So it's going to be our Christmas and New Year's show because it will actually be my last show of the year on the 18th. Y'all should see this stank ass face that Locke is giving me. I don't know what happened to him where he just don't talk no more. But anyway. But the stank look. So there will be no show next week. Because Locke is going to be off gallivanting doing something. So he told me don't come here. So I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. I won't come. Forget you. But I will be back on the 18th. I will be back on the 18th. And again, that will be my Christmas/New Year's show. That will be my last show of the year because I also will not see you all, of course, on New Year's Eve. Because it's New Year's Eve, right? So I won't be here for that. So next time I see you all will be on the 18th, and then I'll see you all in the new year. So also, I want to let you all know that I am bringing back Jingle Bell Rock, the all-rock raid train. Wait a minute, Miss I Am Me, it's your birthday on the 18th or New Year's Eve? Which one? Tell us. Okay, but it's your birthday. But happy early birthday. And if it's your birthday next time I'm on the 18th, we will drink to that for sure. But I have Jingle Bell Rock, which is a all-rock raid train. It will be coming up on Saturday, December 20th. Oh, New Year's Eve. Okay. Wonderful. New Year's Eve. That's great. All Rock Raid Train is coming up on December the 20th, which is a Saturday. It will kick off at 12 noon, and we are kicking off with DJ Gemini. So I did this last year. The year prior, I did a country Christmas. So I am super excited to bring this to you all with a mix of some new people. Some old favorites, of course. We'll be returning to that. But I try to bring different kinds of raid trains to you because I feel like a lot of us, I know my core group, we've been on Twitch about 5 years. And honestly, it gets stale. It gets old. And even your DJs that you really love, sometimes they get kind of in the rut too, where they're playing some of the same things. And shout out to the ones that are actually going through their crates, that are listening to new music and finding things. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. But that will happen on the 18th. So next Thursday, I won't be here. The 18th, I'll be back for the Christmas New Year show. I will have my Christmas prawn and everything. All of that. We are going to raid into Rebombs. So right now, I know Vader is up. And I am super, super excited to raid into Vader because Vader is one of the people who was the inspiration for a Brown Whiskey Woman. So two people I always give credit to are DJ Brax and DJ Vader. Brax because he actually named me the Brown Whiskey Woman, and suggested that I started a show on Twitch. And Vader, because when I told Vader that I was studying to become an executive bourbon steward, he always checked on me. He always encouraged me. He was like, Lisa, are you studying? Are you reading? Are you doing all the things that you need to do to get your certification? So I credit both of those men very much with Brown Whiskey Woman, as well as Van Stale, who came and initially had me set up at my house in my little rinky-dink setup. And then credit to Locke, who elevated my show to where it is now by having me come here to his studio and saying, hey, you want to come here and do your show and giving it a more professional look and all of those things. So I'm very grateful. I say thank you to Cruz. Thank you to London. Thank you to Natty. Thank you to Locke. I appreciate you all more than words could ever express. I am very grateful. But thank you to the viewers that come and hang with me on my little liquor show. And thank you, Locke, for helping me not get kicked off my little liquor show. Okay, so Brown Eyes said Vader is having issues. Champ is still on. Okay, let's hang for a couple of minutes and see. And if not, we will raid into Champ. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I want to say always, thank you all again for hanging with me. I appreciate you very much. I am grateful. Again, words cannot express it. I will be back, of course, before Christmas to wish you all a Merry Christmas. But I hope that your holiday is everything that you want it to be, everything you need it to be. And again, if you have individuals that have lost loved ones, please have some compassion. Please reach out to those people and check out how they're doing, and then also be respectful if they're a little bit quiet, a little bit more withdrawn, because it is a very challenging time. Lost my sister, I lost my husband, I lost my father. So the holidays are always very emotionally wrought for me. But again, the best we can do is the best we can do, and let's do the best we can do together. And I encourage you to get out there, spread some joy to people, do what you can in terms of charities, anything you can do to help other people. And I know it's tough. It's tough right now for people because nobody got the money that they used to have. But that's a temporary situation. I'm going to say that. That's just a temporary situation, and all things are restored in full. So, I guess he's still okay. London said, and don't offer us no fruitcake because we ain't that damn sad. I concur. Don't give me no fruitcake and don't give me no nasty eggnog. If you're gonna give me some eggnog, at least give me this. Okay. All right. So I understand that Vader is up. So we are gonna raid out of here. I will not be here next Thursday. Thank you, Miss IME. Be nice to folks. Man, I tell y'all, my motto is do all the good you can for all the people you can, as long as you can, as often as you can. Because there's a lot of messed up stuff in this world. Let's be good to each other. So Vader is up. Let's head out of here, go over there and say hey and hang out for Rebomb. He is the caboose. So I'm sure it's going to be dope as all get out. Tomorrow is Hippamay, also Hippamay Friday. So make sure you tune in for that. Won't see you next Thursday, but I'll see you the Thursday after that. So I'll see y'all. All right. And hey, drink some good eggnog. That's what I'm going to say. That's going to be my thought. Drink some good eggnog. Or some good wine. That'll be fine too. All right. Can we show our get the hell on up out of here slide? Thank you for hanging out. Bye, y'all.